everyone, welcome back to Life with Becky. Today we're going to do a weekly budget check-in. This is being filmed on Saturday, January 7th, and this is my first weekly check-in since I set up my budget last week. Clearly these videos are coming out significantly later than they're actually being filmed, but hopefully I can catch back up on that cycle. We're going to make a few adjustments to the setup today, as well as actually start tracking some expenses from this past week, and just kind of figure out what that's going to look like for me. I fully expect this to be an evolving process. I don't think it's going to look the same next week. I don't think it's going to look the same in 3 months. I think it's just going to it's a matter of figuring out what works for us without confusing and complicating things. So that's where we're at. I also got these beautiful rose gold paper clips from Amazon. They look like butterflies. How cute is that? I'm so excited about those. So we're gonna put those into play. So I just found these. I searched rose gold paper clips on Amazon and I found these, and they're by a company I think called Beautiful Bounty, I believe is what their name is. But yeah, they're super, super cute. And so we're gonna use some of those as we get into the setup, just so I can find my way around the planner a little bit quicker. So for example, I am going to put one on the, let's do this. Let's put it on the January page. So see how the butterfly shows up when you put it. That's so cute. I love it, I love it, I love it. And I could even leave it up like that if I wanted to be able to grab it easily. But I'm good with just leaving it like this, and then it's not very intrusive on the other side. So that's what I'm gonna do. So that's my January. And then I'm gonna go back to the back and find, so this is my savings tracker. Oh goodness. Okay. And I'm gonna do one on this. So the monthly one will move as I move months, obviously, but then the savings tracker, I don't think I'm gonna use a separate one for the debt tracker because it's just a couple pages later. And the same for the bill tracker. So I think I'm just gonna use the one for the stuff at the back. But see, now I've got something very specific of where different sections start. So that's going to be really helpful. So when I open this, I can just immediately flip to the current month's budget, which is great. So a couple things have changed on here even since I last filmed. So I just want to talk through some of those. So our brickwork amount has gone down. It was $1,030 or something like that. But another medical bill for my husband came in, so I had to change that amount because we do have to pay it this month. And so the brickwork just is going to be saved a little bit less. That's okay. And then I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video. Currently, we pay for Netflix with a gift card. For a long time, Netflix was the only subscription that we had. So I would just buy a gift card and then we wouldn't have to worry about paying it monthly. Well, now we've got 3 subscriptions. And since these come out monthly, we're just going to start letting Netflix come out monthly. So we're not going to save any cash for the next gift card. We're going to let the current gift card run out, which I think will be done in April or May. And then we're just going to start paying for that monthly. So that will be a different look. The other thing I wanted to do, I talked you through in my last budget video about how we've already pulled out money for groceries, but I realized that I need to not put an actual number in. Yes, I've already done those expenses, but I might spend more in groceries than the $500. And that's the point of this. So I need to make sure I'm being true to that. And the same for the fund money. I want to make sure that if we are actually overspending, that we're tracking that and not assuming that just because we got $150 in cash out, that's all we're going to spend. So we just have to be careful with that. So I had a thought about that. I'm like, oh, yep, we need to talk about that. Okay, so then, so now we can start doing some expense tracking. Some of our bills have come out this week, so that's something we're going to look at. We did pull cash and stuff envelopes, and then I also wanted to say, transfer savings. I'm filming at a different angle, so writing is really weird right now. I have a tripod and a I have this on a tripod now finally, but I can't quite get it above my desk. So I'm working on reorganizing my office. I have a new desk coming that will A, make this easier to see because it's white, and B, I think will give me a better space to do this filming. So we're gonna have to play with that and see how it goes. But anyways, and I already did that. So when I talked about the brickwork, I mentioned that we already have, actually it's back here in my savings tracker. And see how quickly I found that with the paper clip. So we already have $3,300 that we had just saved but not allocated from some other stuff that had happened last year. So I went ahead and transferred that into the fund that we're using to save for the brickwork. So that's already in there and I've already done that, but I wanted to track that I did do it. Oops. Okay, so now we can go to the expense tracker. This is where I could see that maybe the paper clips is not the best idea, because if I had to write up here, I'd have to move the paper clip. But that's, you know what? It's a small price to pay because they're super cute and I don't care. Okay, so I've got my computer over here and I'm just looking at this to see what I can list. Okay, so for example, these are going to actually be in opposite order, so let me go backwards. Hang on. Okay, that's Kroger, that's the fuel, that's Bob Evans. Okay, so on January 3rd, we paid our mortgage. Or it came out, it's an automatic payment, so I don't have to think about it, which is fabulous. And that was $10.39 technically. It's, again, I round, when it's an expense, I round up. So this was $10.38.90, so I rounded it up to $10.39. When it's income, I round it down so that we should still equal out, because it bugs me. I pulled out cash on the 3rd. We paid Comcast. That's our cable. $133. Oh, water I found out got paid in December. I'm not sure why I did that, but I did, so sure. We're gonna backtrack a little bit. And it was 42. So I was roughly about correct with that. Okay, I think that's everything that needs to be tracked. So, there's been other movement, but that's my husband moving money around to order from Amazon, so that's fine. Okay, good. So that's all that we're gonna track right now. Oh, jeez. Real life, folks. That's just stuff I have in the back of my planner. So what I'm gonna do is, so the mortgage, that's the only payment that comes out. So I'm gonna put the actual of $10.39 and that's done. The cable is done, so that's $133. And the water is done, which was $42. Oh, Mary Maids also came on Wednesday, which was the 4th. I just missed that one. And that was $135. Okay. So that's it. So that's all we're doing this month, or this week. And we'll be back next week with another tracking video. Thanks for joining me. Go find these on Amazon. I will link the paper clips in the description box because they're super cute and I think everybody should have some. And that's it. Have a great week.